Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again for episode 2 of Johnson Nielsen. I'm your co-host, Prince Johnson.
I'm Nickolaus Nielsen.
Alright, this is Johnson Nielsen, episode 2. So today we're going to talk, yesterday we talked about Dragon Ball Evolution, and we began to talk about diversity and why Hollywood can't get certain adaptations right.
Particularly animes.
Yes.
We really focused the last episode on Dragon Ball Evolution. So I wanted to dedicate this to really just like the open field, like all the other anime adaptations that have been made in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And, all over the world, really. Like Japan's taking their shot at it, and like Europe's taking their shot at it.
Yep.
What do you think about it, man?
Well, I will say that we've had decent adaptations, but we haven't had anything yet that's been like stellar yet.
You say decent, and nothing comes to mind when I say decent. Everything seems to be like kind of more or less god-awful.
I feel like Ghost in the Shell was a decent attempt, but it also had a whole lot of things wrong with it, too.
You feel like... that's the movie that we were going to talk about yesterday.
Yeah.
I have not seen Ghost in the Shell.
Right.
I actually meant to watch it. I meant to watch it, but I never got around to it.
You're not missing much.
I mean, I liked the anime. Like, I really did.
Okay. If you like the anime, you may like this. That's all I can say.
All right.
There's a lot of things they changed that were unnecessary.
Now, okay, let's bring up the white elephant in the room. We vaguely touched on it.
Literally, white elephant.
Oh, man.
In the room.
So you just went out that window. What do you feel about with anime adaptation with the whole whitewashing thing? I mean, like, I feel it's an important topic, and I feel like, look, let's discuss it, man.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is coming from me, who's a filmmaker, and, a part-time actor, and you're an actor as well. But we also both love animes. We see that they could potentially be adapted.
Absolutely.
Where do we go forward with this? Is it like, obviously there's an underrepresentation of Asian casting in Hollywood. I'll agree to that 100%. I would love to see that go in a different direction.
I agree.
But what about anime? I mean, like, does every character have to be Asian, or is it a case-by-case basis? Like, what is this? Like, why was there so much controversy? Like, I think I got it, but enlighten me, because you're more of the anime expert than I am.
I personally have no real problem with anybody of any color being cast in a certain role. Okay, let's talk about Ghost in the Shell real quick. Just as an example.
The major.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson easily could have been an Asian actor. But I know why they did that, man. We don't have, at this current time, a leading female Asian actress.
Now, I'm going to go a step further. Do we even have a leading male Asian actor at this point?
No, not anymore, man. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's leads out there, but we don't have that star, man, which is what they really... For something like Ghost in the Shell, they kind of...
Well, it seems like all our, former Asian male leads they're all getting up there in age, man. You got Chow Yun-fat, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. Not doing too well. We talked about
Donnie Yen even, man.
Yeah, no. Oh, man. You know what? As much as I criticized Rogue One, he was my favorite part of that movie.
Yeah, I agree, man. You also have Tony Jaa, who, honestly, he's been getting mostly character roles, man.
But I don't think... But as far as, like, American roles, like, he doesn't really want any male, like leading roles, right? Like,
I don't know. I feel like he does. I just don't think they're giving him to him, because he doesn't speak really good English, and I think his look also, they always make him look weird in American movies. They always give him, like, crazy hair or something. Yeah, you should see him in Triple X, and I'm sure did you see Fast 7?
Yeah, I did see Fast 7.
Yeah, they make him look like, kind of like, strange in all of his American stuff.
Sure. And, you and I we've watched foreign films. We've watched films come out of Korea, Japan, China.
I love foreign movies.
And look, I'm all for it if they want to radicalize, like, a character and make them look kind of unique. I mean, remember Battle Royale? Remember that assassin that looked like had that rock star weird outfit, and crazy ass hair?
Totally.
That'd be fair. I mean, like, they don't give him that kind of look, but, like,
no,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they make him look a little too outrageous. Like, for that guy, it kind of fit him.
He's crazy.
Yeah, and I read the book Battle Royale, and he doesn't look like that in the book, actually. That's just something they changed for screen.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. But, okay, back to diversity, man. We don't have a leading male or female Asian actress or actor.
But do you think that really, like, I mean, I get. I think what you're trying to say is, at the end of the day, it's business.
Yeah.
Studios are going to invest money into something that they want to make a profit on.
Uh-huh.
And they're afraid of giving it to an unknown, or even with you know, they just because it hasn't worked doesn't mean it won't work. But until they see it work first, they're not going to want to take that risk.
Yeah, they spend a lot of money on Ghost in the Shell, man. It was like $100 million plus movie.
Now, do you think that
even with Scarlo? Well,
because like I always want to challenge somebody, like as a filmmaker, I always want to say, well, why don't they just try to do a good, like say, anime adaptation?
Yeah.
Throw an Asian male-female lead, but just take that budget, man. Just like keep it low, man. And just do a good movie.
I don't understand what's going on, like a lot of these scripts. I really feel like there was probably a script out there like that, and they were like, no, this is too weird or too much, and it's like, well, why are you spending $100 million on something that's not a sure thing anyway?
Of course,
with somebody who looks like the source material but doesn't really fit the description of the source material at the same time.
True. Now, I had an argument with somebody because at the end of the day, she's like a cyborg, right? It's not even a real body.
Yeah.
It's just like the mind or it's her spirit that's in. So this is just the quick defense of that Ghost in the Shell storyline is that, well, in theory, they could have gotten any person to play that role, right? I mean, like you could have.
The creator said that actually.
Yeah.
But he might have been copping out too, though, man.
Well, I mean, maybe he just kind of said, guys, why do you? This isn't a big deal, you know.
In truth, in all honesty, it's really not. But I can see why people are upset, man, because that could have been a really great opportunity for an Asian lead.
No, 100%. But let's even get out of like Ghost in the Shell for a second. Let's talk about other anime adaptations. Like, what about the live action ones that come out of Japan? Like the Attack on
Titan.
Attack on Titan, man. Now, if memory serves me right, the story of Attack on Titan, the people, they're German, right?
Yes. Well, they're German. They're European descent looking. But it's not even on Earth as far as we know.
But in the movie, the live-action Japanese version, they're all Japanese.
Yes.
So why couldn't they just go to like Europe and shoot like their version there or something like that, or just hire?
Very good question.
Or cast, Caucasian.
Very good question, and also that movie really didn't work either because they changed the source material to try to satisfy all the audiences.
And this is a Japanese audience, too.
Yeah. Japanese produced and made film.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe? I don't know. I mean, like let's go across the board. Is there a good or decent anime adaptation you can think of?
Whew, man. Off the top of my head, no. We haven't really had like a bunch of them yet. One that I will say that I love personally from the old days is man, I love me some Guyver Dark Hero, man. I do, man. Guyver Dark Heroes is like an unsung thing for me, dude.
No, I get it.
It's a little gem for me.
Yeah, okay. Like even the first Guyver, campy as hell.
I hated the first one.
But when I saw it as a kid, I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, it was very unique.
Well, dude, because like as a kid, I watched the Power Ranger TV show as well as the first movie. And the Ninja Turtle movies, man. It was these guys in suits and everything. And suddenly you have this dude. It kind of felt like the best of both worlds. You have this guy in the suit, and he's fighting these monsters that are also in suits. So I was like, as a kid, this is like amazing. This is like the best of everything I want to see. And like, it's kind of dark, and it's kind of like brooding. But then it was, granted, it's campy as hell.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I mean, we're going like I think 5 or 6 years old when I saw it. I enjoyed it, man. And then if you watch the first movie, man, that at the end when he like punches the dude like through the thing, and then also like the glowing eyes like appear through. I was legitimately kind of scared as a kid. I was like, what the hell is this?
It had some cool anime moments like that.
Yeah.
But even so, I feel like Dark Hero went like full on with the anime.
Well, they went R rating, and I think that was it because I don't think anyone gave a shit at that point.
Yeah, the first one was PG-13.
Yeah. Well, then the second one was direct to video, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. So they just didn't care.
Yeah, I'm surprised the first one wasn't direct-to-video, to be honest. Like, it felt like a direct-to-video movie to me.
Didn't they have that one actor from that TV show, the one that would always go, Dynamite?
Yeah, he was a Zoanoid, that's right. JJ, the guy who played JJ in
The annoying rapping one.
Which is terrible. Why would they stereotype someone like that? This is like early Michael Bay almost, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh.
What's that?
Just a quick note, man. Why do you think we have movies like Transformers making so much money back, dude? When you have movies like... those are not good movies.
No, they're not.
The first one I could kind of say is an okay movie.
I feel it had enough of Spielberg's fingerprints. The very first movie, like there's that little sense of magic, like when the Transformers first, like there's that moment where they all like first transform in front of Wiki, and like it's like this music's playing. It's like this is kind of the Spielberg moment because he was an exec producer.
Yes,
at least on the first one. I don't know if he stayed on for the other ones.
I think he did for like at least 3.
Yeah, and then like maybe it was just a name only.
I think so.
Yeah, production.
Like, yes, go ahead and make this, guys.
Right,
I'm Steven Spielberg. You have permission to do this. But yeah, why are movies like that that really have no good stories at all? They're just literally just all effects, man. Like, why do they make money in the adaptation? And they have
why did that make money and say something like Ghost in the Shell, which say what you will about the casting and everything, the deviation of the source material, but let's be honest, Transformers deviates from the source material. But that one was visually very beautiful, right?
Right. Transformers or Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, dude, it looked great.
Yeah, so you're just asking, why would something like Transformers work and Ghost in the Shell doesn't?
Yeah, and maybe it's because Ghost in the Shell has a more philosophical side where it's a little harder for children and stuff to understand, which is I can understand that, but...
Well, if you recall, didn't the original Ghost in the Shell, wasn't she naked? She didn't have that skin tight.
Yeah, there's no skin suit or anything.
No,
she was actually naked, yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember it being like a boy going through puberty and be like, this woman is beautiful and she's animated. I didn't know how to feel.
With this body. What's going on with my body?
Cartoons don't do this to me.
Right? Until now.
I know. No, that's a good question, man. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, it's junk food, man. Mm-hmm. It really is. I think with Ghost in the Shell, I legitimately do think they try to make a good movie.
I think so.
Yeah. Even with all the controversy with the casting and everything, I legitimately felt like they tried to make the best movie they felt they could make.
Right.
Based on that source material. And they wanted to do the most accurate depiction of that story. And of course, we'll criticize Molly, just why you should have changed this, or why did you change this? It should have been like this. And I don't know. I mean, you and I have even talked about how we would adapt some things.
Yes.
And I'm sure there'd be some nitpicky fanboy out there. It's just they shouldn't do that. It needs to be just like this. And,
of course.
Look, don't get me wrong. I want it to be 100% of the time. But if you do that, then you get something like Sin City. In Sin City, I love the first Sin City. It's great.
The first one's awesome.
Yeah, but then
second one was terrible.
Yeah, second one's pretty bad. But then I don't know, man. I like sometimes interpretation. I like deviation a little bit. I want a surprise.
Yeah, you want a little something different.
Yeah. I want it to be I didn't see that coming.
You want the same but different.
Isn't that what every studio tries to do now with remakes and reboots?
Well, they always fuck it up, but I mean.
Well. Yeah, but they've always done remakes, and some remakes have been really well. Back in the 80s, Scarface, The Fly, The Thing.
Yeah.
3 great remakes.
I didn't know about that until recently.
I know.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, the originals maybe weren't bad movies, but they weren't really... would you consider them great? Like The Fly and The Thing were from another world were kind of real campy.
I think those are great movies.
Yeah, I'm talking about the originals.
Oh, the old black and white ones?
Yeah, the 50s one.
No, those are definitely old camp movies.
Oh, yeah, so you gotta think, maybe studios should try remaking mediocre to bad films. Because you can only go, you can only go up, right? Instead of trying to make good films, why not remake, kind of something, but everyone knows about it, but they could just do a different take on it.
What's something you think you would probably want to remake?
Personally?
Yeah.
I have said this for a long time. I would love it if they did a legitimate, serious horror remake of Manos: The Hands of Fate.
Oh,
but no. Hear me out.
Okay.
You do not make it campy. You don't call it Manos. You don't call it The Hands of Fate. You give it some other title that would be appropriate. You take the core story of the family on a road trip during the 60s.
Yeah.
In the backwoods of Texas, get lost, find this weird-ass hotel and this weird guy named Torgo, and there's this weird secret cult.
Yeah.
This possibly satanic cult. That slowly wants to, seduce the daughter and the mother.
Right.
And corrupt the father and everything. Get, the filmmakers who did, The Witch, and you got a fucking movie, man. That could be visually really cool, and I don't know. I just feel I get what they were trying to do. I'm aware it's a bad movie. But the idea they had, to make a horror film, was okay, well, they had the right idea. They just didn't execute it properly. So that would be something I would say, we'll adapt that. That'd be good. But look, I think we're getting off topic. We're talking about,
yeah. All right, now
let's jump back on
that's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Ride the train where it goes, man.
Sure.
Let's see. Okay. So, we're talking about diversity and, adaptations. So, what anime would you like to see besides... We talked about Dragon Ball a lot.
No, of course, yeah. That's the dream one, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple. Like I of course started my anime love on the Toonami days, so I would love to see something like Gundam Wing. I think that would make for a great one.
And I think that was like you mentioned that would make a very diverse cast without having to push it.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, this might be a little unpopular. I know some fans would say, no, start at the beginning. I'd say start Endless Waltz. That's a great story arc, man.
Why? Okay, why do you say start Endless Waltz?
Those are my favorite characters.
Okay.
Troa, Hero, Duo, and the whole war and the politics that are going on. And there's like a lot of backstory with each of the characters. And like you said, like it's a great ensemble cast. And I just think it could make for a really good movie, like maybe even a two-parter film or like something like that.
Okay. Like kind of start with everybody like already in the middle of the story, kind of.
Yeah. Why not just jump in the deep end with it? Sometimes, this is the world, and this is what we do.
That's true. Okay.
Another one, not really my audience. It was my sister's audience, though. I appreciated it for what it is. Sailor Moon. I think Sailor Moon has the potential to be a fun American-made film.
All the girlfriends.
You got
tucked up there.
Well, look. I mean, Wonder Woman showed that look, you can do a really good female-driven hero. It's got an ensemble cast. Visually, it can be very stylistic. Yeah. Of course, you got these badass girls, and they're all fighting. Now, of course, here's the unpopular opinion. Then it's going to be like, are we going to whitewash? It's like, well, the original anime, she's blonde-haired and blue-eyed. I'm not saying that blonde-haired, blue-eyed Asians don't exist.
You know what, man? I honestly think that if the person who is cast looks like the character that we know,
you're right.
I think it's fine.
So if it's like an Emma Stone or Amanda Seyfried or something as cast as Serena, would you be okay with that?
I would be okay with it, but it's just like you'd have to go with her, the American version of her name.
Right, Serena. You couldn't call her Usagi.
Yeah. Just like you'd have to do that. I don't think you could go with the Japanese version.
Well, I mean, you know what? I had thought about that. I was like, well, what if they're all schoolgirls, and what if they're like, you write it into where they're just going to school in Japan? Like, they're all like, they just happen, because, the setting is very Japanese.
Okay.
You could have it take place in America, but I kind of like the idea that maybe it's like in something like Japan, because it's very gorgeous over there.
Yes.
I don't think enough films are shot over there.
I agree. Very unique looking place, especially by American studios.
Definitely.
So, a few years ago, we had they were talking about a Robotech adaptation.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Tobey Maguire was the producer on it, man.
Huh.
And he was actually, they were talking to him about being Rick Hunter also.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's a little old now for it, I think now.
He's 40 now, he's pushing it.
Yeah.
Well, he's still young, but he's still... He ain't Spider-Man no more.
Right. So
literally and figuratively.
Exactly. So, and also we had Akira that was in development for a long time with
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio was producing and going to be like possibly Kaneda.
Possible. Like that was never
right. He looks old now too. Then we had Garrett Hedlund and Joseph Gordon-Levitt on the project for a while as possibly Tetsuo, and it just kind of went through the ringer, man. Even Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop would be a great story, man.
You know who could have worked in Cowboy Bebop? I mean, I know they were talking to Keanu and stuff, and
who would have been an interesting choice. I'd have been fine with that.
The only person I can really think off the top of my head who could have been good as a character, Jet Black particularly, would probably been Vin Diesel, man.
You remember I pitched this because somebody photoshopped it? Benedict Cumberbatch's Spike.
He's a little old now, but I will say that's...
Well, how old is Spike supposed to be?
Spike's 27.
Why he'd be in his 30s? Who gives a shit?
I don't give a shit.
Does it being 27 is not really that much of the character? Like, does that really define the character?
No. When you see Spike, he's obviously like kind of like got like a.
He's a vet dude smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, he's got like a grizzled kind of personality.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
Yeah, I mean, Jet is supposed to be 36.
Oh, fuck that.
Jet can easily be in his early 40s or 50s.
Of course, yeah. That's a franchise right there. Benedict Cumberbatch, Vin Diesel, Cowboy Bebop. But if they do that, are they going to get criticized for whitewashing?
No, I don't think so. Because all these characters,
I don't know. I mean, this
for Cowboy Bebop.
Well, I mean, like, I just feel like every time there's like a thing where it should be like of Asian origin, where there's going to be criticized. So I got to ask, where do we draw the line with it? Is it every character? Does they have to be automatically cast Asian, or do we?
No, not at all. Especially with like the case of Cowboy Bebop, Spike is Jewish. I feel Jet is.
How do you feel like? Well, hold on.
Say Spike Spiegel, and he's definitely got.
And that's not the American English translation. That's his name in the Japanese version.
100%.
Really?
Yeah, no. Spike is Spike. All those characters are pretty much somewhat American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third, man. Oh.
Which they did do an adaptation, didn't they?
Japanese.
Japanese, okay.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's of French descent or something, right? Because he's of the...
Yeah. Arsène Lupin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that in film school, actually, the Lupin the Third, the movie.
The live action one?
No, the anime one.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. First time I'd ever seen it, and I was watching it.
Oh,
I was
it's a great series,
oh,
man.
But the movie, like the movie where he saves the girl from the castle and everything.
Oh, Castle Cagliostro.
Man,
Ooh, that's a great movie.
Dude, it was really good.
Spielberg even loves that movie, man.
Yeah, it was. Now that would be one like, dude, you do that story? And I'd never watched the series.
You know directed that?
Who's that?
It's Miyazaki's one of his first movies.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, I think that was the first movie his full-length movie he ever directed with Studio Ghibli.
Man, that's
Yeah.
well, you see like early talent early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was that's a movie from like what, the 70s or 80s?
It was early 80s.
Nice.
Very early 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Castle Cagliostro, great.
Yeah. That could
What
be
you're
it.
saying,
Yeah, that could be. That could be a wonderful live action film.
Mm-hmm.
You do that story too, and like I remember I told you like I remember reading this thing like back in like the early 2000s when Jason Lee was a lot younger. He would have been a perfect Lupin.
Oh man, yeah.
I think there's a good actor out there now for him.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I love that. I love that idea, man.
Yeah. You think like Mallrats, like
Mm-hmm.
put him in that green like suit jacket.
He would work in any of the colors. He would work in the green, red, the blue.
Yeah. I'm just a Jason Lee fan. I feel like that dude was totally underutilized.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of getting up there. Now it's like, okay. Well,
Yeah, of course. But Beth, I can definitely see that back then, man.
Yeah.
100%.
You kind of feel like, man, if you had just been like 10, 15 years younger, man, that's yours, man. That franchise is yours.
And with the character of Fujiko, she's actually supposed to be Japanese.
Yeah, right.
But
that mean
they always make her look Caucasian.
I mean, I know it's a tough balance.
That's where it gets funky, man, because the names sometimes and
names and even then the artists, they don't exactly design them to look Oriental.
No, they always try to make them look like European usually.
Yeah, or Caucasian, and it's weird sometimes. Like I remember we had this conversation. Let's go back. I know we're going back to Dragon Ball Z, but we talked about when Boo gets reincarnated and becomes Oob. It's like, I was like, is he African American or Indian? Like I couldn't tell.
He can be both.
Yeah,
you could easily either one of those actually.
Okay, yeah.
Mohawk. That's all.
I know it's one of those things like people are gonna be like, oh, they're talking about race. Oh, this is so sensitive. It's like, guys,
get over it.
Well, it's like, guys, everybody. If we don't talk about this now, it's like then studios and filmmakers keep making mistakes. Let's discuss these things.
Totally.
It's like if it's wrong or you disagree, explain why. Voice your opinion why.
Exactly. These are the things that make changes. You don't get changes that come about by being silent. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Everyone's just gonna be angry about it. Then but no, this is good. I mean, prove a point. It's like if somebody says, "Well, Prince Nick, the character should be Asian," and that's if they do a live action film, and this is why, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And if it makes sense, I'm like, you know what? I 100% agree with you. I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it from here on out. Or I've always argued that. Well, I feel like with every anime, maybe it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
Like if we did Gundam Wing, like Endless Waltz, Troa is blue-eyed, brown hair. And when I was deep into anime, I remember like I had anime friends that said, "Oh, Nick, you kind of have the Troa look." 'Cause I had the emo hair back then. And so I had always initially said, "Man, I would love to play Troa." Then realizing when I got older, wait, Troa's like 15, and I'm 29.
Oh well.
I know, that's me saying. I didn't even say that at Spike Speed. I was like, oh, fuck him.
No, it's all good. With those characters, they all have like a Caucasian kind of look to them.
Right.
Even though, well, I think Wu Fei is the only character who actually looks like a person of Asian descent.
Oh, yeah.
Hero, who's Japanese. Well, Hero, we don't really know where Hero's from.
But he could be Japanese. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. And we don't know where Troa's from really either because they're both orphans. Those two are.
Right. That's right.
So we don't know. They can kind of.
And the villain is like this blonde-haired, mask wearing guy.
What's his name again?
Oh, Captain General.
I remember his Gundam was called Epion.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? It was badass.
My mind's blanking right now. It's been a couple years since I've watched that, but I mean, as a kid, man, I need to track down like a DVD or a digital copy of it, man.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah. It's only one season, right?
As I recall, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had the movie, and that was it.
Oh, that's right.
To like wrap everything up.
That's right. Well, I mean, like we said, Sailor Moon. We said Gundam Wing.
Yeah. All right. This is a big problem in Hollywood. We mentioned it earlier. Akira, man.
Akira, yeah.
Akira could really work too.
Well, here's the problem, and this is me going back to bringing up, well, maybe they should remake bad films. Akira has way too much baggage on it, in my opinion. It's too good. It's perfect. It's like it's an amazing film. like I would put it on like AFI's like top 50, top 100 list. You know, I really would if it's not there already. You know, by trying to do an adaptation of that when the anime is like already considered a great film on its own.
Yes.
Unless you can top it or make it just as good, maybe you gotta wait, like give it more time. Because like you know, there are moments where you could do a live action version of something anime. It's just as good. Jungle Book recently.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah. But to be fair, the original animated Jungle Book is good, but like it kind of gets overshadowed in the Disney vaults. Yeah. So I don't know. That's my opinion, man. Like because there's all this talk about deviating, like instead of Neo Tokyo is going to be Neo New York, and the idea.
Oh, Neo Manhattan.
Neo Manhattan, yeah. Where it was going to be like what after World War III.
Yeah.
Japan helped America rebuild, so everything's got a really Asian.
They had a good start with after World War III because that's what's supposed to be the source material. But then having like all the American.
I mean, well, you know, to be fair, I was like, you know, that's not a bad idea, man. Like that could be a step in the right direction.
Well, why can't that still be in Tokyo? Or just an Asian cast. I feel like that would be one of the movies that actually really could work with just a just go full on Asian with that, man.
Oh, you know what? It's
not like we don't. It's not like audiences don't like foreign films, man.
No.
And okay, take it. All right. You know what? I remember Ninja Assassin.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It's not a movie that made a whole lot of money back.
No.
But what I did really like about it was the fact that it stuck to its guns, and it was still like had a very Japanese feel to it.
Sure, yeah.
Just everybody spoke English, but it didn't take me out of it.
Right.
I was still like, okay, you know, I'm riding with this. I'll suspend disbelief for a while.
Sure.
I think most audiences will do that, man.
Well, and like there have been other times when like you know, the casting comes up and it's like they went with Asian casts and like either. The movies just don't do well. Like you talk about Ninja Scroll, Blood the Last Vampire. The original anime, I love that animated.
Yeah, it's so good, man. It's only an hour long.
Yeah, but the animation and just the whole movie is just gorgeous.
Didn't work in live action.
Did not work in live action, and you wonder why.
Well, they added stuff they didn't need to add.
You're right. It's like less is more with that.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like the less I knew about Saya and like her whole background, that's what made it cool to me because I could fill the blanks in myself.
You want to know what I feel like?
Yeah.
I feel like it could be done as an animated, like as a live action film, and give it another shot.
Yeah.
Do it super indie, man. Do it like a horror film. Make it scary.
Well, that's how the anime felt to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Do that. You can have a beautiful Asian girl like cast as the lead, and like you know she doesn't even talk that much, right?
No.
You get a girl from Japan, just like have her speak a few English words here and there, and just like emote with the face and everything, and just give it to like Blumhouse or something like that. And you know, have someone who's just really stylistically can do it. I know there's a couple big moments, but you know, just save it for the end. Like spend your money wisely. You know, build atmosphere, build characters, build tension. You know, it's like there's a right way to do it, and I feel like because that production was like a European Japanese production. Yeah, and I don't know. It's like I feel like just something got lost in translation. It felt like a bad fan film.
It did, man.
Yeah.
I think it sucks because studios need to take this risk, man. Like,
well, they do that, but then you know, like you said something the last episode. I thought it was really good. You talked about how some things you talk about the fan films.
Yeah.
And how they had good ideas, but they didn't feel cinematic. Yes. I feel like that's probably like Dragon Ball Evolution, amongst many problems. Blood the Last Vampire, and I would even say Ninja Scroll. They don't feel cinematic. It's Ninja Assassins. Yeah. They don't feel cinematic. They need like the thing about being a movie, like an American movie. It's like it needs to feel like a movie.
Yes.
You know, it needs to have this like grandness. But you can be grand with little.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of small films that like you know still feel like
large.
Films.
Yeah, and a lot of the big films actually feel like they should be on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah. Like remember we read that thing that Dan Merald said where he said he felt that if you took the script for Jurassic World and like gave it to the Sci-Fi Channel and give it a different title, change some of the names around, it could easily be a Sci-Fi Channel movie of the week.
100%.
That script, that story.
100%. What's that video called?
Side-by-side comparison.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that video, I suggest please go check it out.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a filmmaker.
Yeah, go check that out. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like there's a right way to do anime, and I don't know. Like, I would sort of say take a page from Kevin Smith's books, where I'd say, keep the budget low, man. Keep the budget low. I mean, look at Deadpool, man. Deadpool was a movie that had action, had special effects. But they got their budget slashed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like supposed to be $100 million film. That wanted to be like a $50 million film.
Yes.
And they said, well, you know what? We're gonna still try to make the best film we can with $50 million. Let's, make a little indie looking at times, and it totally works.
Well, you had a filmmaker who understood like exactly what he wanted to do,
and you had a star that understood the character.
Yes. And they both understood the source material very well.
Right, so they're like, okay, we can't have this big third act with a giant hole in the sky and a blue laser. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll do something different.
And you know what else? Deadpool felt like a pretty damn big movie to me for $40-something million.
Yeah, 40, 50 million.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
especially at the end.
Yeah.
The ship and stuff. Come on, the ship here. Yeah, they did a great job with Deadpool.
Yeah. There's a right way to do it, man. I feel like with anime, keep the budget low, man, and like just tell a good story.
Oh, you know what? I think this is perfect to talk about because we actually, Rob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Doing Battle Angel right now.
Yeah.
And Rob Rodriguez never goes over $45 million for his budgets.
Yeah, but it's not that. But when was the last good Robert Rodriguez movie you'd seen?
Well, okay, granted, Sin City 2 wasn't great.
No.
But
so the question stands.
What did he do before that? Was Sin City 1? Like, he didn't really.
That was 2005, and then he did Planet Terror, and then he did Machete. Machete Kills. He did Spy Kids 4.
Yeah, produced Predators.
He produced Predators.
Okay. And wrote that. He wrote that movie.
He did.
Yeah. Great idea.
Yeah, sure. I don't know, man. I just feel like I haven't seen him like really craft a good movie. Like it hasn't felt like a Robert Rodriguez film.
I think he just needs the right material, man. I think he's in this.
And he needs to stay away from that green screen shit, man. He needs to go back to his like Desperado days, man.
Yeah, I think he's in a stage in his life right now where he's really super into digital movies right now.
Well, yeah, but it's like, and I get it because he's hung out with George Lucas a lot,
and
like seeing what you can do with it. But it's like, man, dude, it's like I remember reading that when he went to go see Mad Max Fury Road, he had a ton of questions for George Miller, and he was asking him like, how did you do this stuff? And George was like, oh, a lot of it was practical, or some of it was this, and Robert was always like, dude, I hope that inspired him to like go back to his little Desperado days, doing in-camera effects sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As many problems I have with Mad Max Fury Road, I will have to say it is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen.
I don't see how you can hate that film. I think it's wonderful.
How much did he make that for, actually? You know?
I don't know, but you know what? It's fine because that was my favorite film that year.
All right, I can see that. Yeah, definitely a good ride.
Yeah.
Less is more sometimes, man.
Really is, man. And I don't know. It's like Ghost in the Shell. It's like $100 million film. Did it need to be a $100 million film?
No, I don't think so.
To tell that story, I mean, because I watched the anime. It's like she's invisible a good portion of the time.
I honestly don't know why it was that expensive. I think the most expensive element actually was probably the actors.
Yeah,
because they got a few not super big names except for Scarlett Johansson in there. They got some pretty great character actors in there.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine they would cost that much.
Yeah.
And CG, like the CG was great, but it's like, did it really have to cost that much? And the locations, like, a lot of that stuff could have been done in studio because there's so much CGI in that movie, man.
Right.
So I don't know where the budget was going, except for the actors. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Those questions are always. I don't know, like how the production goes on those big things. Like I was a production coordinator, but it was always on these low budget B movies, man. And we only spent with what we needed to spend, or like kept it under the budget. I don't know. It's like then there's the filmmaker in me that's just like, well, why don't we try this? Why don't we do this instead? We'll save money and it'll look better. And I don't know. I really don't. That's because there's some other good films that I think could be adapted from this source material. Vampire Hunter D, I think would be another good one.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And not have to worry too much about the whole diversity thing either.
Yeah.
Who would you cast as D? Actually, you actually were talking to Josh. What's his name? Not Brolin.
They were talking to Josh Brolin?
No, not him. Josh Hartnett.
About D?
Yes, I remember for a long time back in the day, man. It might have been just like a big rumor at the time, but I definitely remember them mentioning his name.
I think I remember when we were talking about live action anime, like back in this was like 2002, 2003. I said Johnny Depp at the time.
Oh, dude, that would have been amazing.
2003 Johnny Depp as D.
Matter of fact, yeah,
I think he's too old now.
No, definitely now. I'm saying I can't believe that actually wasn't like a real talk.
I don't know. We've never seen the movie get made.
Yeah, sure. Man.
Kiki's Delivery Service would be a good one, I think, too.
No, it's actually live action in Japan.
Yeah, but like an American one. Like it would be such a good kids film. Like get a good child actress to play that. visually be really beautiful, and you know what? I think you give it like a Disney or Nickelodeon banner, man. It's like boom, you got a movie.
You know, it's interesting that in live action, it's a Japanese young lady, and they said it's still in Europe.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this is kind of a double-edged sword we're dealing with here. Like
it really is, man.
Like with
like,
that
you feel
Attack
like,
on Titan, it's kind of like that's the situation there, man.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. Like I get diversity, but I also feel like it should happen organically. And I don't feel like if you push it and you jam it down the throat for the sake of it, I think it sometimes hurts you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you're adapting something, you know, you want to tell the best adaptation that you can. You know, it's different if it's an original product. Then you have no one to blame but yourself.
I can imagine imagine how I would feel personally if somebody was like, okay, we're gonna make Black Panther, right, or Luke Cage, white guy for the lead. Come on.
I get it. But then, you know, then people get mad about the reverse thing when they want to try to do reverse thing. Like, people were telling Donald Glover he can't be Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, that's like casting Michael Cera as Shaft. But then Donald Glover had a great joke. He's like, I'd want to see that movie. And to be fair, Donald, I'd want to see that movie too.
Well, you know what it is? It's that a character like Spider-Man, like, his skin color was never really a part of who the character is as a whole.
Oh, absolutely.
He just happens to be a white guy. A lot of people who love Spider-Man will actually argue that Spider-Man, in a lot of ways, was the first black superhero in some ways, or the first superhero of color, because he has to deal with diversity in a lot of ways. Like, he's a
high schooler.
Yep, living with his aunt. Kind of comes from, like, we didn't really know at the time, but sort of a broken home.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's
definitely lower middle class.
Yeah, he's sort of a street kid, man.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, because, you know, like, I told you there was that rumor for a long time that, like, Will Smith was going to play Superman. And
I think America would actually win on board with that.
You know what? I think Will was scared about it because he said if we mess it up, they're going to hate me for life.
And then he made Hancock.
Well, you know, it's...
Which, you know, Hancock's not exactly a terrible movie.
No.
It just...
I give him props for trying something new.
Yeah.
Will
Smith, honestly, you know, 15 years ago, I may have been okay with that.
I think this was like Wild West days. Like Wild West, like Men in Black.
Yeah, I just imagine his ears for some reason.
Well, I got to see him clean shaved. I haven't seen him clean shaved in a while.
Yeah. Well, in Hancock, he was like that.
Oh, yeah. Scruff.
Yeah, Hancock was like 10 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Charlie Theron and Jason Bateman. I forgot about the cast of that.
Yeah, man. It's a very strange cast. There's originally a script called Tonight He Comes. Yeah. Very interesting concept. Written by Michael Mann.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
So, what about like some of the things that we got coming up here? I mean, we got Death Note coming up, which that caused...
I'm pretty excited about that.
But that caused a little bit of controversy, and because there was a story that came about a kid who was of Asian descent, an actor, loved the source material, was a big fan of it for like many years, and he begged them for at least an audition. And they specifically responded back, "We are not casting. We're not looking for any Asian actors."
Ooh. You told me about that.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
That is, man.
Because it's one thing if, like, okay, the studio wanted this kid, like you know, this Caucasian actor. It's like, look, I see this guy. He's going to play the lead role, and this is my vision. Right. But, you know, I don't know, man. That's just such a weird... I would borderline say racist response a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, part of me is just like, you know what? Why did the kid just like say audition and then just
You know, the real issue is like, why did they not want an Asian guy?
And it's Netflix too. Netflix is supposed to be very diverse.
Yes. Well. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. And I don't know. And like, you know, you got Willem Dafoe as the demon, the sidekick.
And I think that's a great choice. And Ryu,
of course,
Ryu can be any color.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that would play that role better than Willem Dafoe.
Right. I think we had talked about something like, you know, maybe they should do something like I've seen other films do it to where you actually put unknowns in the lead and then you surround them with like, you know, weird, strange characters that are actually played by big actors. Like so it's like Death Note could have been an Asian dude and you have Willem Dafoe as the demon.
Right.
Like, that's a great idea. I guess it's something similar to like when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, like Chris Pratt wasn't quite a name yet. And yet you had like Vin Diesel as a talking tree and Bradley Cooper as a talking raccoon.
True.
Yeah. And most of the other cast were, well, I mean, Gamora was...
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, and she was
a big star.
Yeah, she was a name at the time. She was already an Avatar. And things
Yeah,
like that. But you know, that kind of idea.
Okay, yeah.
You know, like, so I guess in the idea, like we talked about the other night about doing a live action Dragon Ball Z, it'd be like, okay, well, we'd get all unknowns to play the main guys, but maybe we could get named actors to do the voice of Thor and the Dragon. And,
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Benedict Cumberbatch is the voice of Chevron. Well, grant your wish. You know, I just feel like that.
Yeah, right. Just think about the Smog voice a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, but imagine coming down with the dragon, the balls,
Yeah,
and everything,
man.
and he's like, state your wish.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that could be some.
You know, even though I support Death Note,
Yeah.
I don't understand. That kid could have easily been Japanese. Just put him in America. If they wanted to be like an American film, and
Now, with that said, okay,
Fine.
now here's a double-edged sword.
uh,
I think his best friend on the show is black.
on Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean L?
Yeah.
Okay, L
So-
is like his adversary.
Yeah.
That's
so it's
right,
like-
yeah.
So they're not really whitewashing.
No, well,
What do you call this? Blackwashing? I mean,
They're trying to be diverse. I think we would call it Americanizing. They're definitely trying to like make it like more.
But it is an American production, and that it's like, well, look, you can't argue that don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Right.
It's like that's what, of course, they're trying to Americanize
Right.
it.
I haven't read it. I'm not sure if they made his love interest Asian or not either, though.
I don't know. I mean, again, I have not done that much research on it because I kind of just want to be surprised. I want to judge it on its own.
Totally.
Yeah, and that's how I feel like a lot of things. Some things I will follow very closely, and I would just be like nitpicking the whole way and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
To a point, I was doing that with the Dark Tower movie, and then I stopped.
That's something we should talk about. Right
Idris
there.
Elba being cast as Roland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I read the first 3 books.
You're a white guy.
I was fine with it. I love Idris Elba, and I think, you know what? Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was reading the books, and of course, like Stephen King went on record to say, it's Clint Eastwood. It's Clint Eastwood and the Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yeah.
In this world, like that's Roland. So, like initially, I'm reading Clint Eastwood, but they were talking about Javier Bardem at one point.
Yes.
You know, Spanish dude.
Yep.
Would have been equally as good choice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was envisioning some other people too, because they were talking about like Russell Crowe, Christian Bale. They wanted that Clint Eastwood-esque type thing, this tough guy with the gravelly voice, which Idris has that, Javier had that, Russell Crowe has that.
Totally.
I had 2 choices. One I feel like would have been a safe choice, and one I feel like would be a left field choice, but I think would have been a great job.
Lay him on.
Bryan Cranston.
Ooh.
Right?
Is that your left field?
No, that was the safe choice.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting.
As Roland.
And he's the right age too.
He is the right age, because he'll be older, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the weird one, and I know I'm going to get some flack because they're like him, but I was like, bear with me for a second.
Okay.
Alexis Denisov.
Alexis Denisov.
So you don't watch Angel, so I can't. He was on Angel. He was in the Joss Whedon Much Ado About Nothing film.
Okay, I didn't see that.
I just think he's such a good character, and of course, you know, he's been playing Wesley Wyndham Price, who's very proper and British. But you see him like fucking like pull out guns and shit, and be badass, go toe to toe with demons and monsters and that. And I've seen him like kind of play a tough guy role here and there and stuff like that. And I feel like when he gets a little like stubbly stuff like that, he kind of does have a little bit of a Clint Eastwood-esque look.
Okay.
And I thought, like, okay, he's about in his mid-late 40s. He's also got a good thing, and I feel like, you know, give him the right material, put a cowboy hat on him, and like with the guns, he look good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm not kind of Alexis Denisov fan, so I thought, okay, well, I think he.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel.
But with that said, I think Idris is going to knock out.
I think I was about to say. I think he's a good choice, man. I think
I
he
do
captures
too.
the essence of what Roland is.
You know, and if you had told me that, I said, you know what, that's a great choice. I'd be like, you know, I completely agree with this.
I know a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, Stephen King's just copping out by saying he's great, you know, because he's black and he doesn't want to look racist." Blah 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 blah.
No. I think you know what? I think for the fans that were upset, I think it actually would be a thing that in the book the race would hurt, and it's not about his character; it's about another character that's introduced, Odetta.
Yeah.
Because she is a character that does not trust anybody because she comes from a civil rights era time, and she just has this distrust for any white men because the split personality.
Right.
Detta and Odetta.
You gonna like cut that character because of that?
No, she's a main player. They should not cut that character at all.
How would you want them to change that?
You know what? I would say, you know what? Fucking do a little Django Unchained. She sees Roland as a dude who's like a house slave. You know, it's like, you know, like with the white man, you know, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, use it to your strengths, man. You know, because like
that's a really good creative idea, man.
Well, because Idris is such a great idea.
Very simple. Yeah,
and like, you know, whoever you get to cast as Detta, Susanna. She has many names.
They were talking to what's her name, Naomi Harris, for a long time. Actually,
really?
Yeah.
That'd be good. I was actually considering. I can't remember her name. The girl from True Blood who plays the best friend.
Oh, Retina Wilson or Wilsley?
I think so. I think she'd be an interesting choice because I watched a lot of the seasons of True Blood, man, and she really does. Because the thing with Detta No Detta is you have to like balance this like psycho crazy, but then a sweet gentle innocence because like she has a romance with Eddie Dean.
Yeah, she's got her own series now, Queen Sugar. Yeah,
I mean, she's busy now.
She does great. No, she does great.
Yeah. And I think like she, if you watch her in True Blood, man, she really does go back and forth with being this tough as nails chick that lives in a world with vampires and werewolves. To being this, she has a tender side, but then she has a side of like having to be kind of crazy to keep herself safe.
Yes.
So that's who my choice would have been.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think she's just a very talented actress. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, good choices.
Yeah.
And I love your solution, man, to that. Just flip it up a little bit. You ain't got to change it that much.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I know, like, some, like, filmmakers and writers, they're just going to be, like, throw their hands up, like, oh, well, I'm walking away from this because I'm not going to get 100% what I want. It's like, well, dude, if you have to make changes, if a studio's mandating it, or hey, this happens, so now you got to change this, let the creativity come out, man. You push me up against a wall, I'll find a way out, man. I'll MacGyver a way out of this situation.
Yeah.
It's like, and I will try to make, with the intention of making the best product.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel like. We're getting way off topic.
No. This is good. We're still on topic. Actually, keep it going. Say what you're saying.
I don't know. It's like it's like with like the Hellboy thing that came out recently with Guillermo del Toro not wanting to do Hellboy 3 because he wants to make a $200 million film. So I was like, well, how much will the studio give you? It's like hypothetically $50 million. Well, then make the best Hellboy 3 with $50 million, man.
Yes.
It's like they're talking about they're probably going to do this new reboot for like $50-60 million.
Yeah, with practical effects.
With practical effects and R-rated.
Yes, man.
Why? I'm just like
people are kind of saying right now. People are kind of going against practical effects right now because
why?
Well, people are saying, oh, because it's practical doesn't mean it's going to be better.
Not necessarily. No,
that's true.
Yeah, it's very true.
But when it's used right, man, practical effects is like the way to go, dude.
Well, let's go back to like some Japanese stuff that like was practical versus CG. Look at Ringu.
The Ring, boy. Yeah.
I've seen the American one and I've seen the Japanese one, and I'll be honest, man. There's some. I would even go so far as to say Ju-on and the Grudge. I remember there was a scene in the Japanese one. I think it was Ju-on. There was a scene with the eyes, man. It was just literally like eyes that were painted black, man, with a black backdrop. Dude, it was real eyes, and it was like the scariest fucking thing I'd ever seen. Now, for that shot in the Americanized Grudge, it was just CG with some eyes.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't. It's not scary. And like
you can tell it's fake.
Yeah, there was legitimately something scary about something real popping up and looking at me. It's like remember that scene in Mulholland Drive where it's like the dumpster monster just comes around the corner? That face is legitimately scary. If you would just CGI'd a monster, like some CGI, it wouldn't have the same effect.
You'd probably laughed at it.
Yeah.
Because I think human beings, we're smarter than people think. Audiences are way smarter than people realize, man.
Yeah.
We know when something looks real, and we know when something's bullshit.
Right.
And I think that's a big problem studios have. They think audiences are fucking dumb.
Well, so we'll go back to like anime adaptation, but like can we count stuff like the Ring and the Grudge in this category? Because they've been Americanized.
They're adaptations. Yes,
and they're based on mangas too, right?
Books, I think. Yeah, books and older films.
Like, right. And those films, oh my gosh, like they tried to do that new third Rings, just called Rings. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I've heard some really, really bad things, man.
But then in Japan, they did their
another like reboot.
No, they did a Rings versus Grudge movie.
Really?
You didn't hear about this?
This is new.
It just came out like last summer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was Kaiko versus Sadako.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically the Ring versus the Grudge. It's about a girl who walks in the house, realizes she's cursed, and then she finds the videotape, and they tell her about Sadako, Samara, and so she decides to go back into the house with a VCR and a TV, play the tape. So then suddenly there's two demons that technically are
trying to get her.
Yeah, but they're not going to let the other get her, so they're battling themselves now.
Interesting. So that was like Japan's Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, and it was really good. I watched some clips of it online, man. It's legitimately kind of creepy watching these two like figures fight. Yeah.
Did they try to stick to like the old school style, like practicality? And
more or less, yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's a great scene where Sadako comes through the TV and everything, and like she looks down and like you see Kiyako and she's coming at her. She goes, that whole thing, and like she puts her hands down, and she smashes the tape, and then Sadako sees that, and like she starts strangling her with her hair, and then like they just start fighting. And it's kind of creepy, dude, because it's real practical and stuff like that. It's none of the CG. I'm sure there is definitely some CG.
You know what that made me think about?
What's that?
Like, it's strange that he brought this thought up. It made me think about two spiders fighting.
Oh gosh, that's actually a really good analogy if you watch the movie.
Oh god, that creeps me the hell out, man.
A little bit, yeah.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, dude. Especially if it was actually like they were actually like.
I highly recommend getting a copy of that movie.
Okay.
I've only seen bits and I've seen the ending.
Okay, and it's actually called Sadako versus Kyoko, or
Yeah, Kayoko. Yeah.
Kayoko, yeah. Okay.
That was the name of the movie. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that, everyone.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
This is with the Ring versus the Grudge. Basically.
I was gonna say, look, that's an Americanized thing that was tried to adapt. Rings failed miserably. Sadako versus Kayako. I watched. I was like, damn, this is good.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Why do you think that worked in something?
Because I feel like they respect the source material.
Mm-hmm.
And this is ultimately where I feel like this is... See, I'm bringing everything full circle, everyone.
Huh.
This is why a lot of the animes don't work, because they don't respect the source material.
Uh-huh.
They tried to change it. And change can be good if it serves the story. Like, you know, if you feel like you're making the best adaptation. Like for example, some things work well in an anime, some things work well in a movie, some things work well in a manga, some things work well in a book.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're adapting it to a movie, it's okay to make changes if it strengthens it as a movie. Mm-hmm. But as long as you're still being respectful of the source material, if you're telling the best way, like, we can do this on a film is like, well, instead of doing this, like, 9-page description, we just have a look. Mm-hmm. And that says it all in that 9 pages. Mm-hmm. I know it's like, the fans are like, what? It's like, well, guys, how can we say that? It's 9 pages of a description. It's like, let's just give it a look, and that's it. And then, boom, it's done.
Mm. I like that, man. That's true. Beauty and simplicity, man.
There is. Beauty
and simplicity.
Stephen King's The Shining versus Stanley Kubrick's, man, is the best example of, like, how I think it works better as a film, and the book works fine as a book, and then we watch the miniseries, and I think the miniseries is boring as hell.
I never saw the miniseries.
No, it's just 4 hours of just like
too much.
Yeah,
like they go way too much into it.
Dude, it's it's too much. Okay. Way too much, man. And like for something like you talk about Dragon Ball Z, you talk about like a lot of these stories, man. It's like you can do these, as like a series of films, or even now a TV series. Maybe Death Note could be the first of like, okay, like maybe Ghost in the Shell didn't work because it's a movie. Maybe Death Note might work because it's a TV show. I don't know. We don't know. I mean, I know we're jumping down its throat because of the casting, but let's just watch it. If it's not good, raise your pitchforks, and I'll be there with you guys.
Right. I'm all for like just having a great movie, man.
Yeah. And if it sucks, we'll acknowledge it sucks. But if it's good,
yeah. Well, we're all gonna have our initial reactions, like when we all saw, like the cast for Dragon Ball, when we all saw the cast for Ghost in the Shell. We all have
it's like
a certain feeling about that.
Well, no, and I get the whole like. Wanting more diversity and stuff with a lot of the films. I mean, like Iron Fist was a big thing. They were talking about a lot of people wanted Danny Rand to be Asian. I would have been fine with that too.
Danny Rand is a white guy.
But if they changed it, I'd have been fine with it.
Okay.
I'm just one of those guys. Like I didn't care.
Okay. All right.
I'd have been like, whatever. Like Iron Fist is not my favorite character.
Why? Why did they want an Asian guy for that?
Because he knows kung fu.
See, and that in itself is actually kind of.
I know, you say it out loud like that.
Exactly.
Huh, that does sound a little racist.
Yeah.
Well, but like Doctor Strange, they wanted Tilda Swinton's character, the ancient one, to be.
Yeah, well, he actually is Asian in the comic.
Yeah, it's a dude.
Yeah, it's a guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go from like, you kind of see like, no, they're trying to be progressive. They got a woman to play it. Yeah, a white woman.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but.
Yeah. It's almost like, everyone, I think, no one has. With this kind of stuff, I don't think they have bad intentions. I just think they just kind of they try to be progressive and they just fuck it. They fuck up.
I remember there was a talk about with Ghost in the Shell. They were actually going to make Scarlett Johansson like CGI her to make her look a little more Asian.
With Scarlett Johansson? No.
Yeah, they're basically going to yellowface her a little bit. Man.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, not full on, but they were going to try and make her face a little bit more like.
Oh, just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of like, why? Well, just find a good, like, unknown Asian actress, man.
Yeah, and like cut the budget in half.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There was people were very pissed about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that did not happen.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just weird things that go on with these like decisions about like how it should be done, how it should be made, what's going to sell the best, and I don't know, man. I honestly feel like there can be good anime adaptation. But I feel like we got to see it done right once, and then people say, okay, that's how you do it.
I think it's going to happen, but like we talked about, man, you have to have somebody who understands the material. Like Marvel, we've had comic movies for a long time, man.
Right, but how many good comic movies have we had up until recently?
Well, I mean, I could argue these first two Spider-Mans are great.
Before that?
Whew. Well, we had X-Men.
X-Men is passable. I give it a solid C+.
Okay. Back in the day, well, especially as a fan of like the cartoon and stuff, I was like, well, this looks nothing like the cartoon.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't look nothing like the comics either.
No, it didn't. And there's a lot of things that changed in the comics due to the movie to try and make it more a comic book.
Just suck my...
but yeah, like, we're just now getting to a point where comic books are really sticking to the source material.
Well, they're treating it with respect. They are, if they're making changes, you know, you got to live by that sword. You're gonna die by that sword. You know, like look at Iron Man 3, dude. They changed the Mandarin, dude. That could have been such a great role for like a good, strong Asian actor. I know, like Ben Kingsley is like he's half Indian or something.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like.
Yeah, but the Mandarin is Asian.
Yeah,
right? He's Oriental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Watanabe would have been like fantastic in that, man. Like,
come on, totally, dude.
Yeah. It's like, look, you don't have to give him the whole Fu Manchu thing. You can just make him a menacing Asian.
Ken Watanabe is Japanese. But that doesn't matter.
No, but I'm a big fan of his work. Like,
no, he's a wonderful actor, man.
Yeah.
He really is. He's not in enough things, in my opinion.
No, he's very underutilized in Hollywood. Yeah.
But yeah, well, like look at something like Black Panther right now.
Yeah.
Black Panther looks amazing. Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're sticking to their guns with that.
Sure. Of course.
And they have a team that gets the material.
Yeah.
Like completely. I know you don't know a lot about Black Panther, but like
no,
they're doing that right.
Well, he's kind of the hero in the Marvel Zombies. Like in the first two. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just overall, they're handling that material correctly.
Right. No, absolutely.
I mean.
Well, you know, and here's the problem. It's like I know a lot of people were mad about Iron Fist not casting a white guy, and I don't know. It's like the show, in my opinion, is the weakest of the Netflix Marvel stuff. So if they had just gone with an Asian dude, I think it still would have been a shitty show. God, it's not helping, guys. It's like if it's gonna be shit, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah. They didn't have really good writing on that, apparently.
No.
I only got through 2 episodes, man. Actually, no, I got through 1.
Yeah, it's just not good, man.
Well, it wasn't terrible. I just wasn't feeling it.
No.
And I'm sure, well, I would like to hear more about it. Did you ever read the comic or anything?
I read a little bit of the comics. Like, I remember I was more excited 15, 16 years ago when they first announced it as a movie, possibly with Ray Park. And I thought, man, that would have been kind of cool because I liked him as Darth Maul and I liked him as Toad in X-Men. I was like,
martial artist?
Yeah. Not a very good actor.
Yeah.
No, I don't say it, let's not be coy. I'm not saying to be like a dick to him or something like that. I'm a big Ray Park fan, but like, you know, the dude is not per se the best trained actor.
Huh. You're about to get mauled, boy.
Is that what he says?
You remember them fanboys?
Oh god, that's right.
But yeah, that was a nice little cameo.
Right, it was a cameo.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, well, dude, because you didn't know this, but yeah, apparently, you know, in Star Wars Episode 1, his voice is dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
By Peter something. He was in Shaun of the Dead, and he was in Space. You know, he's
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the dude that does his voice.
Interesting.
I know you didn't know that for long, so you thought that was his real voice.
Yeah, I really did.
Like, man,
I was like, hey, he's pretty good. Like, why doesn't he get more work?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now I know.
Now we know.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's wrap this up, man.
Yeah, what you got?
Anime adaptation. Where do you see the future with it? Like, how do we go forward from here? Like, because, you know, obviously we're not in a great place with it, but it's so full of potential.
I feel like studios are going to start taking a big page out of Marvel. And, well, I was going to say DC, but let's back it up a little bit. They just got one of them right, finally. I think studios are going to take a big page from Marvel's book, though, and actually start to, like, get teams together that really care about the material, know the material, and actually are experienced directors.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, when we've gotten adaptations, we've gotten directors who was like their first film, or like maybe their 3rd or 4th movie, and to top it off, they didn't know what the hell they were really doing with the material.
Right.
Or they were like, hey, okay, it's a movie I can direct and make some money off of. Okay, it looks cool, it'll make me popular, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
No, we can't have that, man. We have to have people who really know what the hell they're doing and really care about the stuff they're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Do you think, though, like, with a lot of these big major motion pictures, like, you know, do you think that maybe that bubble might pop? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, eventually, like, they stop making money.
Off anime?
No. Off of, like, these big franchise movies and stuff like that. So, like, to a sense, like, I would say, well, I don't know, I can see that.
And you know why?
Why?
Transformers is a great example. Those movies suck, dude. And they make a ton of money.
I'll give you that. I mean, say what you will about the Marvel films, even if you have superhero fatigue and you're like, oh, they all look the same,
Mm-hmm.
they're at least trying to make good movies. You can tell, like, they're not sleepwalking through it.
Yeah.
They're like, they are trying to make a good movie.
Right.
Especially when they're under the Disney banner, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a great analogy. It's like, shit can make money still. But even then, to be fair, this new one did make the lowest of the 5. But still made money.
It'll go downhill slowly.
Yeah.
But man.
It's going down kicking the screen.
I think what it is like parents taking their kids to see those movies too. So it's like, yeah, kids ultimately just care. They don't want to see something big and flashy. They don't care about all the other like story and bullshit.
What story?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're talking Transformers, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to say, you know what? I think they can be the next big thing besides comic books, adaptations. It just takes one good adaptation to show the studios to do it. And I can even go a step further. I think it'll be one that keeps the budget low.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need $100 million to make it. Because you don't with a lot of these films. I mean, some...
Death Note, you definitely don't.
Well, I'd say, okay, like, something like Avengers Infinity Wars. Yeah, you probably need a $250 million
that's a whole
budget.
lot. It's a hell of a... It's like a CGI fest there.
CGI fest plus an action fest with all those people, man.
It's all full of stars.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? As an actor, I bet that's so fun to work on.
Of course, man.
Yeah. Like, I see all the behind-the-scenes photos. I see like Benedict Cumberbatch and Robert Downey Jr. Eating sushi together with his like.
Is that what involved, man?
Yeah, just having a grand old time. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, man. Look, it's my dream to see these made, but I want to see them made well. And if they're not, don't do it.
I have to say, okay. But you gotta keep taking risk, man.
Yeah, but we talked about like how many good comic book films, how many comic book film attempts did they do before they started getting them right? I would argue they didn't start really getting them right consistently until about 2008 or 9.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, Blade was pretty damn good when it came out.
Yeah, but that was like you'll get one every once in a while, like Tim Burton's Batman movie, good, grand, it's got flaws
very
now.
different.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve's Superman movie, but then you get a Supergirl, or then you get Steel, and then you get Green Lantern, and then you get some bad ones. You get a Daredevil.
Fantastic Four recently, Fantastic Four.
I think you'll still get some bad ones here and there. They're not flawless,
but then we get Daredevils, and then we get Wonder Womans.
Well, that's right. We get the Daredevil Netflix shows, and then we get like Wonder Woman feature. All good stuff. All really good stuff. That all respect the source material and just try to be entertaining in their own right. Yeah.
I just think creators, man, the directors, writers need to stick to their guns. They're adapting things.
Say it again?
They just need to stick to their guns. They're adapting things.
Okay.
That's all it is. Okay. All right, guys. We've talked for a lot here right now. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. This is episode 2. We're talking about diversity. Next thing we got to talk about is we got to discuss some of these reboots, man. And
yeah?
Particularly one that's kind of close to the chest for us both.
I don't know.
And for a lot of people.
We might get some flack. Or maybe we'll get some praise. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some praise and flack. Who knows?
Yeah, you know what we're talking about. If you don't, you're definitely going to know next episode.
And if you don't, you'll know who to call.
Hint, hint.
All right.
All right, guys. So this has been episode 2 of Johnson and Nielsen. I'm your co-host, Prince Johnson.
I'm Nickolaus Nielsen.
All right. We'll talk to you guys one next time. See you later.
Later.